Hello and welcome to Beyond the Plate with Carol, where we will explore food and a little beyond. So come along with me on this journey and see what we uncover. Welcome to Beyond the Plate with Carol at the studio at the Beacon, 814 Elm Street, right in downtown Manchester. And today I am with Phil Pelletier of Smokin Tin Roof. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited to have you here because my husband and I are huge fans of hot sauces. And I loved talking with you, it was like a week or so ago or 2 weeks ago at the networking event. And I loved how you explained it, that you focus more on the flavor versus the hotness, but yet it's still hot. So so welcome to the show, first of all. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
And we're going to be trying some stuff. So I'm very excited about that. So talk to me. How long first, why don't we tell people where they can find you? And let's talk about how you started with making the hot sauce company.
Okay. Well, right now we're trying to get into as many stores as possible. But for Manchester right now, the best place to take and pick up our stuff is at the mall in Hampshire, believe it or not. At the Manchester Craft Market. Great store. 250 plus vendors in there. It's just phenomenal. And we take and carry all of our products in there at this time. So it's a nice place to go. We do have other places that are carrying our stuff also. Caleb's Country Store up in Barrington, Zeb's General Store up in North Conway. So those are a couple of the other places that we're in right now.
Yeah. Well, you can go also to Smokin, and it's SMOKIN, tinroof.com, his website, and you can click on where you are and it shows up right there too.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So how long have you been doing this? How all of a sudden did you just one day say, okay, I'm going to do this, and talk to me?
Well, we're coming up on 8 years of being in business. When we started out, it was more of my wife doing the challenge of spicy stuff with me.
Ooh.
Always going to a restaurant, trying to take and get me good with some of the spicy stuff they've got there. And she kind of got frustrated because it was kind of tough to take and get me going with it. So she decided to buy me a ghost pepper plant. And so I'm like, well, what do you want me to do with that? Because she's a gardener. So she's like, well, why don't you make some hot sauce? So I'm like, all right. So I created about 4 of them and just to take and get started to take and see if it was going to be any good. I ended up bringing it to my place of work at the time and everybody loved it. So I'm like, well, maybe we've got something here. We'll give it a shot.
Cool.
So
what were you doing at the time?
I was in IT. I was a desk side support person for over 25 years.
Okay. And then just all of a sudden, so, I mean, there must have been a transition. Like, when did you all of a sudden say, okay, because you're not doing IT anymore, or are you?
No, I'm not.
So
the transition ended up being...
So you made a couple sauces, took them to work.
Yep. And then we had to go through, there's a whole long process. So that took us a long time to get through because for food safety and all those other things, we had to send our stuff out for testing. So we did the University of Maine, sent it all up there, got the approvals to be able to take and sell the products. So then we were, okay, so now we need a kitchen to do it in because we can't do it in our house. So we found a commercial kitchen and we started making all of our stuff in there. And from there, it was, okay, we're doing a batch. We're doing 4 cases. That's 48 bottles. Hope we can sell it.
So what, like one kind at the beginning or a couple different ones?
We did 4 different ones. And first batch we did all 4 of them actually. And we figured, okay, well, we'll see how we do. We did our first craft fair. And the shocker was everybody likes our stuff and they're buying it. Okay, maybe we got something here. So... Because when we made those first batches, we were really scared to whether it's going to sell or not.
Of course.
And we didn't know. So we just
I think that's natural. Yeah.
And from there now to the point where one of our sauces now, we are doing batches of over 400 bottles.
That's amazing.
So people are really loving it. When I developed these sauces and products, because it's not just sauces, I wanted to take and create it so that they had flavor. Because all the stuff that I've ever found there was no flavor. It was just mostly all
heat.
They
focus on the heat. You're right. You take a bite of it and you're like, I mean, my husband and I do the same thing. We would go out for pho, and you know how you could do the rating of the hotness of the heat that they can put into it, and we would be sitting there eating it and just sweating. Yeah. But you really don't taste anything. You're right, and that's what drew me when I was talking to you. you would explain to me that you focus on the flavor versus, but you still get the heat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we use ghost pepper powder. When we first started, we were growing all the peppers, as I said. And so we would, dehydrate the peppers, pulverize it down to a powder, because you want some sort of consistency when you're doing it too. And from the research I had done, most people were just taking different peppers and just blending them right into the sauces instead of trying to be more consistent with the heat. So it made it tough.
So you make your sauce and then you're adding your heat.
Correct. So we developed the flavors first. So first 4 that I did was a burning raspberry. So I thought that would be kind of unique to have a raspberry type sauce. Our pear sauce, grow a pear. My wife came up with the name, not me. I could not figure out a name, so she came up with a name, and it was a great pun. So we had a hot raspberry, we had a hot pear sauce, grow a pear, a bacon stout mustard in hot. We did that one, and a spiced pumpkin butter. So the mustard was a fun one. We had a brewery that we were using because it's a beer mustard, and they decided that they were going to discontinue the beer that we were going to be using. So we had to take and do a nice fun trip of bar hopping. Find the right beer to take and put in.
There you go.
Mustard. And we happened to find a great one. It's a bacon stout beer. Rockingham Brewery. We used their beer, and that was one of the first questions I asked them, are you going to keep this beer? And they said, absolutely. So we ended up doing that one, and it came out really good. And we had ghost pepper powder to that also. And then the spiced pumpkin butter, that one was a fun one. We were going on the craze of the pumpkin spice. And when we did that, it kind of came down to tasting like a pumpkin pie with a little tiny kick to it.
Ooh.
So those were the original 4.
Okay.
And we just went from there and just kept going.
And so people, you're selling it and people are coming back and saying, I want more.
Absolutely.
So.
And as time went on, we sometimes created an extra heat level.
There we go. Because, I think one of the bacon stout, you have 3 levels. You have like
Correct.
Mild, medium, and then spicy.
Yeah, and we did the same thing with the grow a pear. We did the mild, medium, and hot on that one. Then a couple of others that we've recently came out with within the last couple of years. Northwoods Barbecue. My wife loved the show. Northwoods Police People, Environmental. I forget the name of it. Northwoods.
I don't know.
Northwoods Law. That's what it was.
Okay.
And so she loved that. So she wanted to have something Northwoods. But it's also the big thing is the fact that we make it with blueberries.
Ooh.
So blueberries are best in the Northwoods. So we figured, why not? So we made a mild and a hot version of that. The mild one, we made it extra mild. So for those that are just trying to get into the spicy or really don't like a lot of spicy, we did that. And then
So at this point in time, are you still working?
Yes, actually.
When did you get to the point where you're like, you know what? I think we definitely have something here, and I can leave my job and I'm going to focus on this. How did that happen?
That ended up actually happening, as everybody else would take and say, COVID. COVID is what did it. Just prior to COVID, I got laid off, and I took it as a boot in the pants. Maybe it's time for me to go full time.
Okay.
So
then you had COVID, so you had all this time to create, right?
Oh, yeah. It was like night and day, because now I have tons of work to do. And I thought at first it was like, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. I had my full-time job. I was doing this. Shouldn't be a problem. Boy, was I wrong. It was a lot more work once I got going on this full-time. But I enjoy it.
Yeah. As long as you enjoy what you're doing, I mean, it's okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all different headaches. But
of course it is. Totally different headaches.
It's all the stuff that you got to do to take and make it successful.
Exactly. So what was your, in that very beginning time when it was COVID, what was your next big sauce that you produced? Which one was it?
The next one I was going to say, that would actually be our Northwoods Barbecue. That was the next one that we did and got that one going.
Okay.
And people are really surprised with it being made with blueberries.
Interesting. So interesting. Wow. You have like a lot. These are beautiful jars too. They look really nice. I love your names. Smokin' Pepper. Green Monster. Is that Monster? I can't see the whole
Green Monster, yeah. Yep. Green Monster. We wanted to come up with a nice green sauce, and we stirred around with different names. Green Monster just seemed to stick.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we're New England, and if you notice the spelling on a lot of these.
Yeah, they're quirky. I like that.
Yeah, well, that's the way we talk, isn't it? So,
True.
So why not put that into there?
Very true. So you do lots of like craft fair things?
Yeah.
Outdoor festivals?
Yeah, we do a lot of the craft fairs that are around. We just did one this past weekend. We've got a lot of the big main fairs that are going to be.
Yeah, you're getting into the season now.
We're really, really getting into the season now. And this is when we go nonstop, trying to keep stores filled up with what they need because people are buying it there, trying to make sure we have enough stock to take and do all the events and move from one event to the next.
So, wow. Very cool. Can I try something?
Sure. What would you like to try on this?
I don't know. You pick one for me. I like spicy, so
okay.
I'm game for.
Let's do the burning raspberry.
Burning raspberry.
Ooh. So this is a great one that we tell everybody, if you're going to take and get this one, you got to have it on ice cream.
Are you kidding?
No. The example that we always give is that if you remember the days when you would make your own ice cream sundaes and you had all these toppings to choose from.
That is delicious. And, you are right. Like my first taste was like the raspberry. And now I'm getting the heat. Oh my, that's very good.
And the heat's not crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
We don't want to take and disturb the flavors. So if we're going to take and put any heat in there, we want to go to a certain level and just stop.
And I'm feeling all the flavors like all throughout my palate, like all throughout. Oh my gosh, that's really good. So you put that on ice cream.
Yep. It's a great one on ice cream. We take and say, get a nice piece of brownie, put a scoop of ice cream on the end and throw that right on top because why not? It's got the full on raspberries and that's 90% raspberries in that recipe. That
is really good. I love that first bite, like nice, strong raspberry flavor. Very good.
And the things that we take and do when we're creating these flavors is obviously we have to use some sort of, shelf stability type food to take and be able to have it on the shelf. So vinegar is the biggest one. So we always try to pair up the right vinegar with the flavor that we're creating. So you don't get that vinegar taste because most of your sauces that are out there, they're heavy on vinegar because they have to put it in. But we always try and find the right one to pair it up with.
So what is your favorite? Like you must have a favorite, like your go-to, like at home when, you're making a dinner. What is your go-to?
Our biggest universal one that we like to have in the refrigerator at all times is our hot pepper jelly. Believe it or not, because we'll put it on a breakfast sandwich. We can have it on a hamburger. Most people like to do the cream cheese and crackers. It's just one of those.
It's versatile.
It's very versatile on what you can take and use it. So we always have one of those in the refrigerator. And whenever there's one missing, it's like, I guess we're going to have to go to the store and get some. Okay, that's in the other room. Go get it. Let's go with
Yes, I would love to. This is the one I'm surprised. Remember when you were talking with my mom the other night at the networking event? She's like dying to try that. And my mother is not a spicy person. So I find that funny. I'm like, Mom. Ooh.
So the hot pepper jelly, we make that one with peaches.
Oh.
So red bell peppers, obviously to give it the nice color and a little bit of flavor. But we put in peaches in this one.
I think my mother would be able to have that. Oh my gosh. I love how you get the flavor first, like I can taste the peaches too. And it's not a whole lot of heat. Wow, that's really good. With some cream cheese on like a crostini and put that on top. Oh my gosh.
Some people say it's a lot of heat, but they don't care.
I don't think it is. It's very good. Oh my goodness. Delicious. Love it. Love it. And, like you said, it's so versatile. You can put it on all kinds of stuff. I like that.
So we're hitting the sweet palates.
Definitely.
So if we're going to do that, we might as well do the spiced pumpkin butter.
Okay. And, I'm anxious to try this one because I'm not really a pumpkin person. Mm-hmm. Fall comes and it's pumpkin this and pumpkin that. And I'm like, ooh. So I'm anxious to try this one.
So this one, it's also great with a nice turkey sandwich.
Ooh, okay. Now you're talking I love turkey. So how often are you in the kitchen? Like, walk me through one of your days waking up and what does Phil's day consist of?
My days, like right now, today, my wife doesn't work on Monday, so that's great. So we're in the kitchen today. We're taking cooking up whatever we have to take and get things stocked up.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I like that. Now that one doesn't have spice to it, right?
It does have a little bit.
A little bit?
There is a little bit. Now you're going to get the residual from the hot pepper jelly.
Right.
And
my mouth is kind of...
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. And that also can be versatile as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I can even see putting that on ice cream.
Okay. Or cream cheese on a bagel.
Yes.
Put that right on.
All kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, it's all flavor that we want to come through so that when people are putting it on their food, they're adding a flavor to it, but they want a little bit of spiciness. There it is.
Love it.
So you're enhancing your meals however you do it.
This episode is powered by Red Arrow Diner. All 4 locations, officially open around the clock. Swing by Manchester, Nashua, Concord, or Londonderry whenever hunger hits. From pancakes at 2 a.m. to fries and gravy for breakfast, we've got your cravings covered. Red Arrow, New Hampshire's favorite 24-hour diner tradition. So walk me through your day. So your wife isn't working, so you're both going to be in the kitchen.
So we're in the kitchen whenever she's not working. We're in the kitchen, whether we're doing a spice or we're doing a sauce or whatever it is. We're in there cooking up whatever it is we got to do. And then the rest of the times when she's at work, because she still has her full-time job, I've got finishing labeling of the product, whatever, putting the best buy dates on the product so that's done. Because basically, when we're in the kitchen, we're just pumping through to get the stuff into its containers.
Right. So do you just look at like your pars and you're like, okay, I got to do the stout today, and I got to do the smoking pepper, and then you just get to it.
We just get to it. Right now, I've got 4 batches sitting in my office that needs to be completed, but it gets tough at times because we got all the events that we're doing and taking care of all of our stores too at the same time. So, I mean, I'm also doing that too. It's just my wife and I that are doing the whole business. So I've got many hats to take and do.
Right. Okay. Wow. So talk to me about, because you had said, you shared with me that you had taken over a seasoning company. So how did that fall in your lap?
Back in January, we were talking with the owner of the kitchen that we used to be in, because we're in a new kitchen now. And it was mentioned that one of her clients was going to be closing up shop and she was looking to sell the company. And we're like, well, who's that? And we found out, she told us who it was. And we're like, we know that person. What the heck? And so we talked to her and she was very informative to us. And she saw that we were very interested because of our product lines, and it goes great with our product line.
They go hand in hand when you think about it.
Yeah. Exactly. So we're like, that's a no-brainer for us. We should take and really talk to her. And then once she knew that it was that we were very interested in doing it, she says, I've got other bids on the business, but it's yours. So obviously she
knew it was going to be a good fit.
She knew it was a good fit. She knew what we were going to take and do with the business. She knew that we wouldn't dismantle it. We wouldn't try and put it in our own name. We can't do that because it was something that she started. She developed, she created the clientele. Why do that? Just take and continue it and keep the name. So it was Salterra Spice Company that we ended up purchasing in February after we made the agreement of what we're going to take and, to purchase it for. And we have just been slowly ramping it up as we go now. We're getting all the stuff changed over for us. We've got labeling we're working on getting that changed.
So you're changing the labeling, and
we're going to keep the format, most of the format, but most of the information that's on the labels, we're going to take and have it towards us for our company that makes it, and add a little bit more information on there. But the style that there is, we're not really going to change it, leaving the name right on there and just go with it.
Okay.
And it's starting to take off. People are getting to say and see that, oh, you're back in business again, because we kept the website for now. We're going to probably transition it later on, but right now.
Put them maybe together or two separate? Or
no, we're going to try and bring the two websites together on one. So it's probably going to be transitioned. It's already on the Smokin Tin Roof site right now, so people can get the seasonings right now. But we do have the Salterra Spice Company.com still going right now because there's the people that were already buying it that want to get it.
Right. So are those in stores as well? Like, are they?
We do have them in some of the stores, yes. We've got them at the mall in Hampshire. That's what the Manchester Craft Market, Caleb's Country Store, and Zeb's. They all take and carry it right now because we let them know that we've taken over the company and that we would like to continue keeping it in those stores. And they absolutely love it.
Of course. I mean, if they're selling it, why not, right? I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
What is that sugar? I see sugar.
Sugar and spice.
Oh, okay.
So that one is a nice one if you want to take and do a toast with butter.
Oh, that's a limited release, I see.
Well, she had it as a limited release. I don't know what we're going to do on that one yet, but we've been selling that one right along. Anyways, just to take a see how it does. It's also a great one on a nice baked potato.
Yum.
Sweet potato.
Right. Ooh, okay. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. So what else can you tell me about Smokin Tin Roof? What else would you like to share? Actually, let me try a couple others.
Okay.
You pick. Maybe two more.
All right. Well, you wanted to try the mustard.
Yes.
Do you want to?
I want the spicy.
You want the hot one?
I do.
All right.
I do. I definitely do. It's funny because when my husband and I loved when you said you and your wife were going out and, testing all these spicy things and liking it. And he was always the one that liked it hotter than me. And now it's the opposite. It's so funny.
And my wife doesn't like a lot of spice either.
Really?
No, she doesn't.
But this is different.
But
it really is. So for those of you out there that, are watching or listening these, if you're like, oh no, I'm not a spicy person. These are not, you really taste that flavor. I mean, you're being hit with like an amazing flavor, and then you get it like right after, and it's not overly. I mean, this one might be a little spicy because you have the mild, the medium, and then the hotter one, but
that flavor is not going to go away, even on the hot. Mm. The hot, yes, on all of our products, the hot may be right up there, but the flavor still does not disappear.
My brother's going to love this. He was leaving, and I said he's bringing in some samples. Yeah, that one is a bit spicy, but that is so good. Oh my gosh. That would be good like on a Reuben.
Oh, absolutely.
Like pastrami. Oh my gosh. Like at the diner. Oh, wow.
And we take and add a little bit of maple syrup to it to give it a little bit of
sweet. Kind of balances a little. Yeah, that is really, really good. Really, really good. I love it.
And we do add bacon because we can. But we have to be careful on that because there's a certain threshold we have to stay below in order to have the bacon in there.
Now, why is that?
From what we found out is when we first had it tested is because we had so much bacon in there, because we try and find the best bacon crumbles. That's
delicious.
Got no fat as much as possible. They said, well, you need to take and bring it down below 3% for the whole batch. So we're like, why? And this is, well, because you're going to have to register with the USDA because there's so much meat.
Oh, I see.
And I said, no problem. I'll bring it below that mark. That's not a problem. And we've been fine since.
That is really, oh my gosh, that is delicious.
Some people can taste the bacon, others cannot.
I don't think I can.
It's hard because it's so low. And even with the bacon stout beer, it doesn't come up enough. I mean, I would love to take and add a lot more bacon just to take and get that bacon flavor really to stick out, but I can't do it.
Right. Well, you got to stick with the guidelines, I guess,
That's
right?
it.
You need to play by the rules. All right, pick me one more. Oh, that is really good. Wow. Love it.
Do you want to pick it?
No, I want you to pick it.
It's so tough. Which ones? Grow a pair?
Nope.
In the buffalo style?
Yes, sure.
All right. We got a mild and a hot on that one.
Hot. Please. My husband will be so proud.
This one was the most challenging for me.
Oh, okay. How so?
Most buffalo sauces out there, again, very strong on vinegar. Not much flavor at all. So
it's so true. You take a bite of it and it's just like, bam. It's like, whoa.
Vinegar and heat. That's all I would take and find. We've gone to several places that's what they special in is, buffalo style, this and that. And I said, you know what? That's what I need to take and do is I need to take and find a way to make a buffalo sauce that's actually got some great flavor. But the biggest part that was hard is that every buffalo sauce, when they take and do it, they add some sort of dairy to it to give it the creamy, buttery type flavor.
That is delicious.
And I found a way to do it without
dairy.
Without dairy.
So how did you come up with that? Like, how did you all of a sudden, I mean, are you do you like to cook? Was that always something that you...
I do like to cook.
That is delicious.
I do like
buffalo wings with that? Oh my.
Oh yeah. That's absolutely great. I'm not a cook, but I like to cook. I used to do, and part of the name with Smokin Tin Roof was I had to come up with a name for the business. For one, one of
my questions.
I was doing a lot of smoking before we started the business.
My husband loves to smoke.
love the smell of
brisket.
Smoking. And I was doing all kinds of stuff in the smoker. And great story was one time I did a pork shoulder overnight so that it'd be ready for the next day. And my neighbor, who happens to be work from home, he's got his own business, came over yelling at me in a kidding way, but yelling at me going, how dare you do that? I'm working early in the morning and all I can smell is bacon. And there's no restaurants close enough for me to get that smell. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was smoking. Darn it. That smelled so good. But that's how part of the name came up. The other part,
I love the name. I just love the name.
The other thing is that we had a metal roof put on our house. So I'm like,
Smokin Tin Roof.
Smokin Tin Roof. Why not? Most people thought we were a roofing company when we started out. No, we're sauces. Others were saying, are you a barbecue joint? Because it also fits up for that. I'm like, no, we're a sauce company. So that's how the name actually came out. I'm like, maybe I should have come up with a different name, but I like the name.
I love the name.
It just once you know who we are. Exactly.
I think it totally fits. And that buffalo sauce is amazing.
So the key with that one was, and because we always dabble in cooking, if you remember, or if you ever tried it, is cauliflower mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I use cauliflower to get the consistency.
Oh, wow.
Cauliflower doesn't have much flavor other than a little bit of peppery. So that gave me the consistency I wanted.
Wow.
To get the buttery flavor that you get out of that.
Delicious.
Nutritional yeast.
Oh, wow.
Nutritional yeast, which is actually really good for you. I had heard about nutritional yeast being used in a lot of different products, and I tested it out and that would be perfect. So those were the two key pieces that actually gave me real flavor that we wanted to have.
It's phenomenal. That on wings, it would just be amazing. I can't wait to make some. I might even go to the grocery store after and go get some. That is really, really good. So what else would you like people to know about Smokin Tin Roof and your sauces and spices?
Well, just remember that we don't consider ourselves as a hot sauce company. We really, really don't. We consider ourselves more of a spicy company because we're not going with the extreme heat. We're not taking all kinds of hot peppers to take and make up a sauce. We're actually being creative and trying to create flavors that are going to go great on food.
And it totally comes across that way. I mean, I've had a few samples and you just get hit, bam, right in the mouth with this amazing full-on flavor. And then it just kind of sneaks up on you, the heat.
So think about it when you're making your next meal, whether it's with one of our sauces or if it's with some of the seasonings. The seasonings would be great with those quick skillet meals to take and make a nice one with that, because we do have the different flavors of those, which are really nice. But you're going to take and add another perspective to whatever you're eating.
A couple weeks ago, have you seen it's been viral. I saw it viral on, TikTok or whatever, Insta or all those things when I'm doing a little bit of scrolling in the morning. And the boursin, have you seen the boursin recipes with, like a cube of boursin cheese?
Oh, I've heard about it.
And you put cherry tomatoes in it. I added some onion because I like onions and that. And then you cook your pasta separately and then you add it to it and you just stir it all up. Now, one of those, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of that. I'm going to make that. Oh my gosh, with any one of those, really. It's funny because the bacon stout, I think that was my favorite so far. And I did not think that would be my thing, but that is really good. Love it.
Thank you.
Love it.
So we're always giving people different recipes to take and use our stuff with. Right now, we're telling people also, if you take our hot pepper jelly and our Northwoods barbecue made with blueberries, take the extra mild one that we have, put those together in a crock pot.
Ooh.
Throw some meatballs in.
Yum.
Or
yeah, because on your website, you have creative ideas.
Yeah.
And yes.
It is absolutely phenomenal. We've had people come back and take and say they absolutely loved it. They had it at a party and they were a little upset because they were lucky to barely get any of it at all. It was gone so fast.
Oh, wow.
But that's the best thing we want people to take and do is that there's so many creative ideas that you can come up with.
Exactly.
Experiment. Let us know what you're doing. That would take and be so good for us to take and be able to pass on that information to people that, hey, did you know you can do this?
Right. So many different things that you can. I'm in my head thinking, okay, what am I going to go home and make? My husband's supposed to be cooking tonight, but as soon as I'm done, I'm going to call him and say, you're not cooking, I'm cooking. Or have him had this. Very, very good. Delicious. I love them.
Yeah.
Love them. Love them. And who knows, maybe some of these will be at the Red Arrow Diner, so stay tuned for that. You never know. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I always like to end with, well, I know you go out to eat. You just said that you and your wife were experimenting and such. So where are your favorite places to go?
Ooh, we do like to go to the Red Arrow Diner.
No, you don't need to say that.
We usually, if we're going to go, we take and go down to the one in Londonderry.
Okay.
Because that's the easiest one to get to for us, because we're right here in town. But we've got a lot of places that we like to take and go to. I mean, every once in a while we go to the Common Man.
Yeah.
The Airport Diner.
Yeah.
It's a nice one. It's right near our home, so it's nice and perfect to go there. And then we'll take and try other new places whenever we can.
That's what we like to do. We like to when they're ready to open up. Love that. It's so fun.
Oh, yeah. So we find we find places that we haven't been to and we want to try them out. See if there's I'm always working, trying to see if there's a good fit.
Good. All right. That's great. Let them know where to find you.
Yep. Best thing that they can do is go to smokintinroof.com, SMOKINTINROOF.com, or go to Salterra Spice, SALTERRAECO.com, and you can take and get them there also for those. So,
perfect. And then Manchester Craft Market. Yep. And, where they're located at the mall, it's like an easy in and out, too.
Oh, it is. Very easy.
Park right there, just go in. You don't have to go all the way into the mall or anything. So, yeah.
The mall needs to take and pay attention to that store because they're getting to be
She's doing a great job.
She's doing awesome.
She's doing a great job.
Is.
And she's, you see her on social media more.
Oh, yeah. It's a great place. I think it's what attracts a lot of the people to go back to the mall again.
Yeah. And they need that, because the mall is,
it's getting tough.
It is. It's getting tough. It's getting tough out there. It is. Well, Phil, thank you so much for coming on. This was great. Have a great day. And I can't wait to see the next sauce that you create.
Oh, we can't wait.
Delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome.